Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to ACS Sneakers. My name is Aiden. On today's video, we are taking a look at the Jordan 1 Biohack, or its official name, Baroque Brown. But before we get into that, I just want to say a huge thank you to my returning viewers. Thank you as always for continuing to support me and the channel. And to any new viewers, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, hitting that bell notification. We do release brand new content each and every week. And based on some stats that I took a look at prior to this video, it does appear that 70% of my viewers aren't subscribed to the channel. So if that's you, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the intro. Hi everybody, this is the behind the scenes, testing the lighting out, trying out new scenarios. How's it look? Initially releasing on September 4th for a retail price of £155. September 4th was actually my mum's birthday, so if you guys could do me a huge favour and drop me some comments in the comment section below wishing my mum a happy belated birthday. She subscribes and watches every single one of my videos, and I'm sure she'd really appreciate all of your guys' comments. And now moving on from that tangent, let's go ahead and take a look at the box. And here we go guys, I now have the box in hand, and as you can see, we just get this usual Jordan 1 box. Now considering how out there the shoe is, I was really expecting to get a little bit more of an exclusive shoe box, which is a little bit of a disappointment for me personally. However, I do know a lot of you guys prefer it when it is just the usual Jordan 1 box. So if we go ahead and take a look at the label, which reads Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG in the Baroque Brown Racer Pink Black colourway. This is a UK size 9, which is my size, and let's go ahead and get the shoe out of the box. So we'll take the lid off. And here we go guys, we now have the shoe in hand, so let's get into the rest of my review. So first impressions on this shoe is that this colourway has to be the most unique Jordan 1 colourway ever released. If you guys can think of any other unique Jordan 1 colourways that might be able to rival this, please go ahead and drop me a comment in the comment section below. Now, according to my research, this shoe does take inspiration from the undefeated Nike Dunk High that released in 2005, as well as representing the fast-paced lifestyle of Japan, and I feel that that's definitely been showcased throughout all the different colours on this shoe. There's just so much going on this shoe that it can actually just take a second to really take it all in, and we're going to go through all the individual details of the shoe throughout this review. So if we just go ahead and start from the toes up, here we have this light blue aqua suede toe box. Now this shoe does move away from the usual leather materials that are usually found on Jordan 1 models and opts for suede throughout the shoe. Now this suede does have a buttery smooth texture on the hand. To be honest, I'm no expert, but I really am impressed with the overall quality of this suede. I can't actually think of a time where I've actually felt better suede than on this particular shoe, and I think they've done a fantastic job personally. Now, we do see the usual perforation on the toe box area, and like pretty much all Jordan 1s, I definitely see this area of the shoe creasing very quickly. So to avoid any additional creasing to the toe box area, I would highly recommend using a Sneaker Shield's crease protector. And if you do use my code ACS Sneakers 15 at checkout, you will receive an additional 15% discount. Moving on now to the midfoot of the shoe, on both the lateral and medial side, we have the usual Jordan 1 paneling. Now both panels have been decked out in this deep black suede material, and within the panel itself, we have this metallic silver Nike swoosh. Once again, I'm really impressed with the suede material on this shoe. It's got an almost buttery smooth texture on the hand, and I think it definitely has a very premium feeling for me personally. I think they've done a fantastic job with the suede on this shoe so far. And as far as the Nike swoosh goes, I do believe this has been comprised using a leather material. I'm not entirely sure what type of leather they have used, but it does look incredibly good on this shoe in my opinion. I think having this silver metallic swoosh just breaks up the black suede really well, and I think they've definitely done a good job with the colour blocking. Moving up the shoe now to the upper, we have this deep brown suede material that can also be seen around the heel counter of the shoe. Within the upper, we have the usual Wings logo, and as always, I definitely take plenty of time to inspect the Wings logo with every Jordan 1 release, and this Wings logo is very similar to a lot of the other Jordan 1s. It isn't really any different to what you may have already seen. However, just underneath this suede material, we do actually get this neon green, which I did think was a pretty interesting touch. For me personally, I've not got that many Jordan 1s in my collection, but I did think that having this neon green just underneath or behind the actual upper of the shoe itself just added something a little bit different. Moving on now to the midsole of the shoe, we have a primarily mint green midsole, and now to the outsole, we have this primarily black rubber outsole. Now, as you can see, I actually haven't laced up this shoe, but you do get 2 sets of laces with the shoe itself. So it comes initially with the black factory laces, and if you're not really feeling how the black laces look, you can opt for the racer pink laces to match the sock liner. Now, I actually did think there'd be more laces to come along with the shoe itself, just given how many different colours there are throughout the shoe. So if you don't really like either set of laces that come with this shoe, I feel like there's so many options available to you. So you could go with an aqua blue, navy, brown, black, pink, whatever you feel looks best for your shoe. But for me personally, I do feel that the black laces would look better on this shoe. It's already a very loud shoe, so if you do use the black laces, it somewhat helps refine the look, if that's even at all possible with this colourway. Now, the laces do sit atop a laser orange tongue that definitely feels a lot more plush than the usual Jordan 1 tongue. For me personally, I always prefer the tongue to be a little bit more plush because I generally do wear my Jordan 1s with jeans, and I feel that it just looks a lot better when it has that more plush feeling and look to it. So if we now move up to the top of the tongue itself, we have the Racer Pink Nike Air branding, which has been stitched onto an additional patch in the centre of the tongue. Around the patch, we have this aqua blue stitching, which for me definitely adds a more radical look to the branding itself, and I really do like how it looks on this shoe. At the very top of the tongue, like what we saw on the Jordan 1 Creator, the foam has been left exposed, and as I mentioned on my previous review, I really do like that deconstructed look. And now moving over to the sock line of the shoe, which has been featured in this Racer Pink. This is extremely padded and soft underhand, and I really do like the overall feel. For anyone who saw my last review of the Jordan 1 Creator foam, you know that I really wasn't impressed with the overall padding around the ankle collar or the feeling of the heel counter. This shoe definitely has everything that that shoe doesn't in terms of comfort, and I really am impressed with the overall padding on this shoe. It's very similar to a lot of other Jordan 1s, but to me, there's a very good amount of padding on this shoe, which definitely makes this shoe very comfortable on feet. And moving on now to the insole of the shoe, we have this primarily aqua blue insole with the Nike Air branding in Racer Pink. And that just about wraps up the overview of the shoe itself, so now let's go ahead and get into my opinions on the shoe. I haven't really had a chance to test out its full durability, but like all Jordan 1s, I do expect that it is going to be very durable. With that said, it is primarily based on suede materials, so I would say that it's not necessarily a shoe that you should be wearing in certain conditions like rainy weather. Suede generally does take a little bit more time and care to maintain, so with that said, I do see this shoe being a little bit difficult to wear in all settings. And in terms of sizing, I do recommend that you do go true to size, as I do feel that that will be the best reflection on you. However, if you do have a chance to try out a model before buying, I would highly recommend you do so, just so you can understand the best fit for you. If you don't have a chance to try out the Jordan 1 High, try out a Jordan 1 Mid, as the sizing is almost identical, and that will give you a very good indication as to what size you should be going for. And in terms of my overall opinion on the shoe itself, I do give the Jordan 1 Biohack a solid 7 out of 10. I usually base my rating on things like comfortability, wearability and durability, and as far as wearability goes, I could never see myself wearing this shoe personally. There's just so many different colours on this shoe that I really wouldn't know what to match it up with, and I don't really feel like it's a shoe that would complement me personally. However, if you can pull off this shoe, I definitely see it being a very versatile shoe for you. The shoe itself has been made very well, and I really am impressed with the suede material, the padding on the actual sock liner, and the actual overall look to the shoe is very nice. It's just not something for me personally. I'd love to know what you guys think as well, so please go ahead and drop me a comment in the comment section below, and let's go ahead and take a look at the shoe in more detail. Now, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who stuck around to this point in the video. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, hitting that bell notification, and I hope to see you again in the next one.